Welcome back, everybody. This is Patrick back with some more tips and tricks all about real estate. Remember, this is the channel where we talk all about real estate. We give real advice for real people. It's all real talk here on this channel. So today we're going to be talking about when you decide to buy a house, what are the first steps that you need to take? Let's take a look. Okay, everybody, the first step is go get pre-approved. Why do we go get pre-approved? Because a pre-approval will tell you how much that you can afford. There's nothing worse than going out and looking at a house that's $50,000 over your price range just to find out that in your pre-approval you can't qualify for it. You fell in love with that house, but you can't buy it, right? So a pre-approval is your chance to sit down with a lender. They'll take a look at your budget. They'll take a look at what you want to afford, not just what you can afford. And they can come up with a pre-approval based on your job history, your taxes, what's going on currently with your job, that sort of thing. So the bank will then say, we can approve you for X amount of dollars. And then when you go to narrow your search, which is tip number 2, you'll be able to make sure that you're in your wheelhouse, that you are able to buy a house that you fall in love with because you looked at what you could afford, okay? So step number 2 is narrow your search, all right? Now, when you start looking for a house, come up with a list of your must-haves, the non-negotiables. Some people need 2 bathrooms because if there's multiple people in a house, you need more than 1 toilet. Some people need multiple bedrooms. Some people prefer basements. Some people prefer slabs. Some people want a fenced-in yard. Those are all things that you should determine as being your must-haves, okay? So come up with a list of your must-haves, including your neighborhood that you want to be in, and give that list to your real estate agent, which is tip number 3. Find a real estate agent. Why? Because they're trained professionals at helping people through the buying process. Not only will they be able to help you find the home, they'll be able to help you get into the home. Because during the contract period, there's a lot that goes on. There's a lot of legal back and forth. There's negotiations to go back and forth with. That's where the agent comes in handy. And here's a pro tip for you. In most markets in the United States, the sellers are responsible for paying the commissions, okay? So as a buyer, it's not about how do I find the cheapest agent. It's about how do I find the agent that I trust to get me from wanting to buy a house to keys in hand. Step number 4 is to be purposeful with your search. And by that, I mean, make sure that you're looking at houses that you actually want to buy. Make sure if you're going back to number 2, this house meets the must-haves. And I say that because there's a lot of time that could be wasted if you're going around looking at these houses that are outside of the school district that you want to be in. Or maybe it's not quite the square footage that we're going to need, but maybe it would work. Only in extreme situations do you want to look at those outliers. But when you're starting your search, make sure that you're looking at houses that are meeting your must-haves. And that's for a lot of reasons, and maybe the biggest reason is for number 5, managing expectations and managing frustrations. This is tip number 5, be patient. Because this housing search is gonna be one of the most stressful things that you can do. If you follow all these steps that I've put forward in this video, those 4 things, you're gonna have people on your team that are gonna help you manage that stress and help get you from looking for a house to keys in hand, to welcome home, okay? So again, it's gonna be very stressful. I'll cover that in a different video, but make sure that you've done all of these steps to prepare yourself for what this market is going to throw at you. And remember, you've got this. You've got the right team, the right people around you. This will be much more easy to manage. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a like, go ahead and subscribe. We'll be coming at you with tons of real estate tips and tricks from the buying and selling process all the way through investing and money management. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. something more. I would encourage you. Jeez. Tip number 4. I forgot.